morning, and thank you again for the privilege of beginning this new day with you. We begin a new day with the hope that it will be a good and a pleasant day, but the fact is that not every day is trouble-free. As someone has said, much of life is sung in a minor key. We're looking this morning at a psalm that reflects both despair and hope. We read in Psalm 42, 5-8, "Why are you in despair, my soul, and why are you restless within me? Wait for God, for I will again praise him, for the help of his presence, my God. My soul is in despair within me, and therefore I remember you from the land of the Jordan and from the peaks of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the sound of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have passed over me. The Lord will send his goodness in the daytime, and his song will be with me in the night, a prayer to the God of my life." It obviously was not a good day as the psalmist wrote these words. We don't know the specifics of his circumstances, but he was despairing as he wrote. But I want you to notice the optimism on that dark day when he said, "Wait for God, for I will again praise him." He knew that patient perseverance through this difficult time would eventually yield to a season of joy and praise. And the basis for this hope and optimism was remembering God's deliverance and help in the past, and in some very specific places, such as he names the land of the Jordan, the peaks of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. He who had been faithful in the past would sustain him in the present and would deliver him in the future. And thus he could confidently say, "The Lord will send his goodness in the daytime, and his song will be with me in the night, a prayer to the God of my life." This passage and these thoughts should be tremendously encouraging to us this morning. A cloud of despair may well be hanging over you at this very moment, and the prospects of this day may be more of dread than of hopeful anticipation. It may not be one of your better days. But the psalmist's perspective is hopeful and realistic. There will be better days of praise and joy, and this is not baseless optimism and idealism. It is a confident expectation based upon what God has specifically done for you in the past. As the old hymn says, "Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done." Because of what he has done for you in the past, you can be assured of his deliverance in the future. Our confidence is that the Lord will indeed send his goodness in the daytime. In the most difficult of times, his goodness is the ability to endure and persevere when we think that we cannot continue on. And in the nighttime darkness, when despair most easily seems overwhelming to us, his song will be with us and will be our comforting prayer. So if today is a dark and a difficult day of despair for you, I urge you to think and meditate on this great psalm that we have considered this morning. It is not a quick fix for your despair, but it does provide a hopeful perspective that when taken to heart can turn despair into hopeful rejoicing. So I thank you for the opportunity to share with you these thoughts this morning, and may God strengthen and encourage you throughout this day.